Welcome to Roundup with Ashton. Today is January 27th, Monday. The more important news is about the illegal immigration raids. Almost more than 1,750 people have been arrested today across the United States. The raids are going on and on. No place is safe, not even church, school, or hospital. There's no immunity to any place or any department. Even those people who are in process of getting asylum, they are also in fear that if they get caught, they will be deported. So the situation is very bad. People even are fearful to even go to work or do anything like grocery shopping or anything, stuff like that. They don't want to leave the house just because they don't want to get caught and be deported to their country. So situation is really difficult. Colombia stepped back on the policy on the situation on the tariff which they were trying to impose on American goods. America was trying to impose a tariff on their goods, and also there was the bigger issue was the inhumane behavior with the people who are being deported to Colombia. The president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, he said that he will accept the people, illegal immigrants, but they have to come in a proper way, not as criminals. So it was a big situation. America agreed to send those people without the handcuffs, without the chains on their legs, and they would not be called as criminals. And Colombia will keep accepting those flights. There wouldn't be any flight to go back from Colombia to America just because they don't want to let it land over there. So the situation is getting calmed down between America and Colombia. Other than that, China also agreed to accept illegal immigrants. El Salvador president said that he will accept his own country's people from his own country, and also as well from the people from different countries if they have to stay here for a temporary base. So the thing is that the illegal immigrants are in a big majority in America. Is a big number, and it did decrease in the last few years, but still the number is very high. So I just want to tell you the number of people from different countries who are living in America as undocumented people. I'm going to tell you the people from Mexico are almost 5.2 million. Guatemala 780,000. Honduras 564,000, El Salvador 751,000, from India 400,000, China 241,000, Philippines 309,000, Venezuela 251,000, Colombia 201,000, Brazil 195,000, and the rest of the world around 2 million. So the majority of the illegal immigrants are from Mexico. Some of them, they go back every year and they come back next year. So that's the normal thing for them. But because it's hard to get to become legal, there are very limited options for these people to get the legal status. So that's why some of them are living here for a decade, or maybe some are living for 20 years here. But because there's no pathway to get to the legal in the legal status, so that's why they were just staying as illegal immigrants. So it's going to be a big challenge for America to deport all of them, because it will take years to do that, even using all the resources. And the one thing I want to mention the government, the media is blaming that these people are criminals, but in fact these people are most of them are not criminals. There's a very minor percentage which have committed some crimes. It is not more than 4 or 5%. If you count all of them in the category. So the most of the crimes committed in America were by white people, almost 70%, Black Americans 26%, Native American 3%, Asian 2%, Native Hawaiian almost less than 1% by race. But if you talk about Hispanic and non-Hispanic, so Hispanic people account like almost 20% of the crimes in the country, and 80% of the crimes are committed by non-Hispanic people. So we cannot blame these people. We cannot label all of them as criminals. Very little percentage of these people are criminal. Most of them are very hardworking people. I know they don't have a legal status, but they do pay tax. Billions and billions of dollars have been collected in last years from these illegal immigrants. Just because they don't have status doesn't mean they are not paying tax. They are contributing into the economy. But at the same time, you guys need to understand that Trump promised to decrease the inflation and did a few other things as well. He got the Muslim vote, and he promised that there will be a ceasefire in Gaza, and he will stop the wars everywhere else. In Ukraine, he promised to stop the war, but his focus is not on the bigger issues. The issue he's focusing right now is the illegal immigrants. The criminals should be deported, but those who are paying tax, there should be a pathway for them to get the legal status, or at least let them live here, because the jobs at the odd jobs like a store clerk, the gas station attendant, the people working the farms, we do need these people. If we don't have these people, who's gonna do that job? The inflation gonna go more higher just because there is a lack of people and lack of manpower in the country. So Trump need to understand this policy is not gonna help in any way. It's just gonna create a mess. And after a year or two, then it's gonna affect everyone, because the inflation gonna go higher. So the focus is not on the right place, but that's what is happening in America. We felt the earthquake, 3.8 magnitude, almost 40 miles from Portland in the state of Maine. There's no death, just a little shock. I don't think so any property damage as well. And the other side, Trump fired Justice Department lawyers who investigated him when there was cases against him. Almost more than 12 lawyers he had fired. So this is just a revenge. There's nothing else. I don't know what to say on this one, because it doesn't make any sense. You just firing them just because they were investigating your case. That was their duty to do that. They had to do it. Doesn't matter who is accused at that time, because they have to work on their job, listen to what the state tell them to do. And billionaire investor Scott Bessent is confirmed at Treasury Secretary. Treasury Secretary is the policy advisor of the president. So you can understand that there are more billionaires on the job than the ordinary people. So we're gonna have less politicians and more billionaires in our country, running our country, the cabinet as advisor, and you can name. Even they can create new department for them, because I think politician cannot run the country, civilian cannot run the country. Not even the military people, only billionaires can run this country. And now the next 4 years is going to be billionaires' term. As you cannot say Trump term, it's going to be a billionaire's term. And other than that, because of the crackdown against illegal immigration, and Donald Trump stopped all sort of visas and asylum seekers applications. So it's going to affect around 3,000 Afghan people who are in process to get visa. They were on the last stage to get the visa, because they got the clearance from the Homeland Security Department and all other sorts of documentation they had to do. So they were about to get visa, but because of the blockage, now they're gonna be in wherever they are. Most of them are in Pakistan, some are in different countries. So their application process has been stopped. And those who even got the asylum application accepted in the courts, they're also in Mexico, and their applications are in halt. So the situation is really difficult for the illegal immigrants, for even immigrants who are trying to come here in a legal way. I don't know what to say here, because this policy not going to help us, USA, in any way. It's going to increase the inflation. And that's all for today. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.